The power and peril of populist rhetoric. Is Trump's America on the brink of transformation? Welcome to Freedom Square News. Tonight, dive into a provocative question at the heart of America's political discourse. Is President-elect Donald Trump poised to fundamentally rewrite the rules of American democracy? With his populist rhetoric and controversial cabinet appointments, many tied to the Heritage Foundation's ambitious Project 2025, the stakes have never been higher. Let's break it down. Donald Trump's rise to power has always been fueled by his mastery of populist rhetoric. From Make America Great Again to America First, his messaging has struck a chord with millions of Americans who feel left behind by globalization and cultural change. His ability to galvanize this base is reminiscent of historical populist leaders, though with stark differences. Critics warn that Trump's challenges to election legitimacy and attacks on the media as the enemy of the people have eroded public trust in democracy itself. But Trump's supporters argue the opposite, that his rhetoric is a necessary wake-up call to reinvigorate the nation and challenge entrenched elites. Adding fuel to the debate are Trump's recent cabinet nominations, which are deeply intertwined with Project 2025, conservative policy roadmap created by the Heritage Foundation. This initiative outlines sweeping changes to federal governance, including expanding presidential powers and restructuring key institutions. Several nominees, such as Stephen Miller, Russell Vought, and Tom Homan, played instrumental roles in crafting this blueprint. Critics warn these appointments signal a deliberate effort to centralize executive power and push controversial policies. Supporters, however, see them as a strategic move to streamline government and align it with conservative principles. The bigger question is whether Trump's leadership will weaken democratic norms. Populist leaders thrive on polarization, and Trump's rhetoric, while energizing to his base, has also created deep divisions in American society. The January 6th Capitol riot is a stark reminder of how populist movements can spiral into real-world consequences. Even with the United States Constitution's checks and balances, political observers caution that a steady erosion of trust in democratic institutions could have long-term effects on governance and stability. So, what does all this mean for the future of American democracy? As Trump prepares to take office, his presidency may test the limits of institutional safeguards like never before. Whether his leadership ushers in needed reforms or exacerbates divisions remains to be seen. But one thing is clear: stakes have never been higher. Stay with us for more analysis and updates on this developing story. I'm Emily Oche. You're watching Freedom Square News. Thank you for joining us.
Freedom Square.